On this day in West Virginia history in 1924, the Cincinnati Reds played a baseball game against the McDowell County All-Stars in Welch, West Virginia, winning the first game but then agreeing to a rematch the following day to a large, enthusiastic crowd.